All right, welcome back. I guess part two of the last video I did. So I did a video just kind of discussing my entry into bench rest competition shooting, the ABRA for 22LR. Just started last year, and I showed my initial setup. So beginning this year, this is the only changes I made. So the rifle is still exactly the same, but now I'm using a different front and rear rest. So yeah, I did a video just on the rest itself, but the rest is the Rodzilla Raptor rest. And then for a rear rest, I changed from just using the Armageddon bag to using one of these ProTech, what is it? I don't know the actual model, but one of the ProTech rear bags. So yeah, that's the only change currently. My next match is going to actually be the 11th, which is next Saturday. So I'm going to be shooting that match with this new setup. Hopefully, I just got this rest in last week, and then I went on a camping trip with my family. Took the kids out, so I haven't got to test out this rest at all or do anything with it really. So I got to try to make some time to get out to the range and do some of that. But I'm really excited. I think this is probably going to work out pretty well. Hopefully it will, I'll become a better and better shooter as we move along, or, as I'm, gear plays a huge factor. Some people can shoot on any gear, no matter what they have. They're just good. I've seen some guys out shooting that have the, old rusted up, broken down gear and do very well. They'll have the cheap rifles, and man, they just get that old, grandpa's old 22 LR that, I can win competitions with, just, I've seen that kind of scenario. So you never know. You definitely don't have to put a fortune into shooting, or into your gear or rifle and all that stuff to be competitive or even win. But for some of us like me, it really helps out. So I think it, helps me as far as having my eyesight's going downhill. I have a lot of arthritis. My knuckles stay swollen up and hands shake a little bit. So anything that I can take out as much shooter error as possible as far as all that goes is a great benefit to me. So anyway, having said that, I just like new gear, and trying to always improve on my shooting and see what things really make a difference and what things change how I shoot and all those type factors. So anyway, this is the setup I've got. Let me just show you a little bit more of the rest here. With my lighting, you can't see very well, but pretty cool rest so far. Like I said, this leg actually comes out, and then two legs on the rear for stability. Then back here we have the knob, which we can move the rifle in all directions, and then adjustments to bring the whole thing up and down. But I really think this is going to work out well. I'm super excited about getting it. I did a lot of research on different front end rest, and this is what I settled on. I did another video talking a little bit about that. But anyway, let me know if you have any questions or comments on it, and let me know. Where I shoot, I haven't seen anybody else with this rest. I have seen a lot of other different styles. I see a lot of Sinclair's and the one-piece rest for 22, some homemade stuff, and several of the Caldwell. But from where I originally started out from, years ago, I used to just shoot off you know, bags for a front rest, or even things like, and I still use the lead sled to sight in scopes and things, but the real cheap little front rest. And I've had all kind of things over the years, but when you're really shooting for accuracy, you need a good, you know, a decent solid rest on the front. And I don't know, I don't see anybody out there with just bags. I do see some people that have bipods and things, but anyway, you know, just kind of doing an upgrade, and excited to see, hopefully, that this really improves my shooting. Not only I'm hoping this rest can, you know, I can use it for the 22 LR competition, but I'm hoping to do some other competitive shooting as well. So we'll see how that works out. But as always, I appreciate you watching. Go back and check out my other videos. I'm going to try to pump out a lot of different videos because I've got a lot of guns, a lot of gear, all sorts of stuff, and I do a lot of shooting. It's my favorite hobby. So just, you know, let me know things you might want to see, how I can improve my videos. I know I need to probably invest in camera and equipment and editing software and all that stuff, but I'm not going to sink a bunch of money into that until I see how the channel is going to do. But anyway, yeah, leave in the comments if you'd like me to elaborate on anything or discuss anything further as far as what you see here. And I'll try to, you know, answer any questions for sure. But thanks for watching.